The following episode of the Maui Chamber of Commerce's Business Matters was originally broadcast on October 21st, 2025.
Welcome to Business Matters, brought to you by the Maui Chamber of Commerce. Now here's your host, the president of the Maui Chamber of Commerce, Pam Tumpop. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning, Gary. Aloha. How are you this morning?
I'm jealous of your first guest. She lives up there in Kula.
I know. She's got that nice cooler weather.
I know,
up there.
yeah.
I know. Well, thank you so much for all you do to produce our show. It's going to be a great day today. We have three amazing local manufacturers who are all participating in this year's 2025, but 12th annual Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival this year. So first we're going to speak to Tina Kekoolani of Haleakala Super Shots. Then we're going to speak to Cymbree Kailiehu for Cymz Sweet Creations, and then Stephanie Rodgers with the Whispering Dragonfly. But first, I want to introduce you to Tina Kekoolani of Haleakala Super Shots. She was raised in a Hawaiian family rooted in Hawaiian traditions in this world greatly influenced by the Western food industry. She understood the need to restore whole food, to heal and nurture. So Haleakala Super Shots comes from a network of organic farmers and promotes indigenous farming practices to produce nutrient-rich, delicious elixirs for longevity. And let me tell you, they are amazing. And Tina also joined us this year for the Made in Hawaii Festival. So we are so glad to have her with us this morning. Good morning, Tina, and how are you this morning?
Aloha kakahiaka. I'm very well. Mahalo for having me on the show. I'm very excited to represent, of course, our Maui food security warriors and our farmers and our community health supporters. So mahalo.
Oh, mahalo for being on, and aloha kakahiaka. It's a great and beautiful morning this morning. So tell us a little bit about how you came up with the idea to create these new Hawaiian chili pepper waters.
Yes, I'm very proud to have these elixirs as a representation of my family, of course, but my mom, she was my inspiration. She always had her chili peppers with her meal, studying nutrition later on in life. I've actually created one in the early 2000s, my Lilikoi chili pepper water elixir, but I had a new chapter in the after 2010, 2011. So getting into the education, the field of education, and being in a new community, a new home in Waiahuli Hawaiian Homestead. So I wanted to give back to my community, and I wanted to restore health and wellness amongst our families. So I created a new one. My parents were very active in the community. They were very strong business people as well. So I wanted to put something forward to help encourage our communities, which were really, a lot of ailments in and around Maui and the communities. So this is what I created. Everything is raw. Everything is vegan. Everything supports local farmers. I grow some of these things, but I wanted to connect the dots from our resources in the farming community and then the health producing community. So 2016 made it official. 2019 entered my first Made in Maui County Festival and won Best New Food Product at the Made in Maui County Festival. The Lilikoi chili pepper water elixir. Very proud of that.
So are we. So are we. It was amazing, and we are very proud of you and just the tremendous progress that you have made with this company. It's so exciting to see, and just yes, you feel it, and all the things that you bring with this in this company. Tell everybody a little bit about the health benefits that come from these Hawaiian chili pepper water elixirs.
Yes, and I definitely wanted to thank Maui Chamber of Commerce for allowing businesses like me to represent, some of the best health products from Maui at the Made in Hawaii Festival. But everything was
Thank you.
prepared here on Maui. I just scooped it all up and took it to the Made in Hawaii Festival for the Big Guns event, right? So
Yes.
these are all grown fresh produce and herbs for flavor and fiber. Everything is raw again. Everything is grown here on Maui. So it benefits immunity boosting, metabolism boosting, congestion clearing, blood flow improving. And I love to be with my product. That's why I do a lot of community events, because I want to educate and I want to share these health benefits and get people excited. And I'm really encouraging to have families incorporate more fresh whole food, fresh fruit, fresh herbs. It gets them excited. It is delicious. It's got some nice heat, but everything for wellness and to restore, really ancestral wisdom, but to restore the longevity part of life as well. So we want to get excited about incorporating fresh whole foods, fruit and herbs, and of course that is practicing food security. When we pick up our farmers and our whole food and health producers, we are practicing and we are helping to restore food security. Everything's going to come from here. That's the ideal. Yeah, so we're supporting each other.
Absolutely. So you mentioned something about heat, and also you mentioned that your mom used to always have chili peppers with her meal. What is it about the heat that helps?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, she could handle the heat. I mean, the peppers were really strong, and she loved it with her meals. So chili peppers, this is what I love to do, is to tell people one of the healthiest fruits on the planet, in the world. Of course, for fiber and flavor, but I choose a Hawaiian chili pepper, which is what a lot of us were raised on, because the Hawaiian chili pepper, kind of in the middle of that Scoville heat measurement scale, and it's a sweeter pepper, but it's retains so much more of the bearable. It's not so off the chart hot, and then you can add all these beautiful flavors in there, and it's still a nice packs a nice punch, but it really holds up to the flavors that I choose that can handle the heat, like the lilikoi, like the pineapple, like the my newest one, mango rosemary galangal, like our kula strawberries. So it is it's an innovative way for us farmers and health food producers to elevate our produce and to celebrate it. So there's nothing like this. I've been to expos on the mainland, and I didn't see anything that came close to this. Well, some things, but this is definitely a Hawaiian original. But we innovate, we elevate, and we celebrate each other.
I love that. And you are doing that in so many ways. And it's absolutely tremendous. Tell us a little bit about being a health food producer. You are influencing the greater community, as you were just sharing, and not only here, but across our Hawaiian islands, and really helping with the longevity of our people. So tell us about what that's like, being one of these innovators, as you're innovating all of this and helping people.
Yep, I was always just taken and excited by flavor profiles, and creating new ones was just a love. Studying nutrition, I love that. But as a health food producer and educator, I bring in these fresh ingredients to my classroom and to our kids in the community and get them excited about it. So we talk about it. I give them little tests on it. We go outside and we harvest some of it. I bring it for free to give to them from other farmers in our community, and it shifts their mind. Just the other day, I had a student. She wanted me to look at her lunchbox to see how beautiful the colors in her lunchbox were of all fresh fruit and herbs. And that in itself, you know, her friends were just so happy that, wow, it was beautiful. So we're getting all different types of perspectives, not just from the community adults, but we're getting kupuna input. Now we're getting the children, and they're getting it for free. This is part of, you know, part of growing healthy communities. You give, and then you reap the rewards because they learn, and then they share.
I would love to see a healthy, vibrant lunchbox challenge with all the kids posting on social media.
I just thought of that. Yes, when that happens, that's exactly what I want, and that would be amazing if that spread through all our communities and all of our schools. That is perfect. I'm on it. Don't worry, I'm on it.
You're wonderful. I'm just sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, can you imagine all these kids posting this fresh lunchbox challenge and all the healthy food and talking about it? That
healthy
would be
food, right? Fresh, healthy food going viral.
Yeah, I love it. There you go. Fresh, healthy food going viral. Absolutely. What an amazing thing.
Nothing but supporting. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned, winning, the first ever when we had the best new food product in the in Maui County Festival show. Tell us a little bit about what participating in this year's Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival means and what it does for your business.
Yes, well, I'm very, very grateful. And it actually, 2019 was an amazing year. So, Sam, your other guest too, we were in the Maui Food Innovation Center in a cohort there. And that was being a graduate of that was empowering, very empowering for us. So that prepared us, of course, to kind of take it not to be afraid and take it to the next level. Yep, it's a big step. So the first Made in Maui County Festival, just blew me away. It was, of course, our MAC center is gorgeous, but being in the vibe, the Maui vibe, and what Maui has to offer, so empowering for us small businesses, so we can take it to the next level of different kinds of events, and we lift each other up. So many. Food vendors or just Maui vendors, we're friends. We're friends, and we high five each other, and we support. Like on my Instagram, I love to promote other businesses and farm fresh goodies and get people like one big hug, one big small business hug of all of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what the Made in Maui County Festival means to me. It's like it's a family reunion, and we just get more and more family members.
Isn't it awesome? I know. And every year we have space for, of course, returning vendors. It's always a juried show. People always ask me that, and I said it's always a juried show. So we're picking the best of the best in the product categories. And of course, some of our returning vendors are always innovating and creating new products, which is really exciting. But it is just a constantly big and growing family of tremendous support. I love that.
And I love the interviews on stage as well.
Yes. So I'm glad. I hope you'll be participating this year on the onstage event. Yeah, we love to have people showcase their products live on stage. It's fantastic for the audience there, which is wonderful. So tell everybody how they can get a hold of your products, Tina. Aside from coming, we want them to come to see you at the Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival, but how can they get them every day?
Yes, so booth 43 at the Made in Maui County Festival in just under 3 weeks. But I'm a community builder. I want to encourage the consumption of the best quality, healthy food. So I do community events, farmers markets. I do the big ones, the Haleakala Festival, the Maui Ag Fest. So every weekend, I'm in Kihei Farmers Market, 8 a.m. to noon. I do other pop-ups I help with fundraisers sometimes, but at any time, my bottles that are out there. Oh, I have bottles in Ulupalakua Ranch store right now. So mahalo to those guys for having it available there. And they can call or text me on the phone number that's on every bottle, or just look it up on Instagram. And I deliver for free for Upcountry and Essential. And that's another way, to get people excited about it. Wow, you deliver for free. That's how you get the good food to these to have them access it easily. So give me a call, text. I live in Kula. I can deliver anywhere. They can come to the headquarters in Kula in Waiahuli to pick up. And my Instagram will tell people where I'm going to be.
And your Instagram is?
Yep, Haleakala Super Shots, all one word.
Awesome. Tina, it's always a treasure to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. It's our great pleasure. We're so excited to have you in the festival again this year. So again,
yes,
see her at booth 43 this year at the Made in Maui County Festival on November 7th and 8th. We hope you'll join us.
And mahalo for having us. Food is, yes, take care. Aloha.
You too. Aloha. All right. Well, before we bring our next guest on, I just wanted to remind everybody that the Made in Maui County Festival is coming up on Friday, November 7th. That is our Wholesale Buyers and Distributors Day. It's also a day where you can buy exclusive tickets for the exclusive shopping day. And the reason people buy those tickets, they are more pricey than the regular tickets on Saturday. And that's because you get to come in early. You get there when all of the new products are still available, and it's a great day to come and shop without the huge crowd. And then, of course, for those who come on Saturday and they line up early because the first 2,000 in the door get a free festival tote. People love to come in and just get through the gates first thing on Saturday morning. The tickets are very affordable, and the first 2,000 in the door get the totes. But that's the day we get crowds between 8,000 and 10,000 people, which is a wonderful day of shopping. Also fantastic for buying all of your amazing gifts. And in addition to preparing for this year's Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival, as we've been gearing up for that, we also have been working on really two very important community issues that are occurring right now. And the Chamber has long been advocating for affordable housing and rentals. And by affordable, of course, people will say nothing's affordable here right now, and that's very true. So we also say affordable and attainable. And what we mean by that is affordable and attainable for local families. Getting housing built where families can get in housing that works for them and move on up as they progress in life or want to. And maybe some people don't want to. Maybe they want to stay in their home forever, but we need to help get people in homes so we keep our local families here on Maui. So we have a survey. If you go to mauichamber.com, please visit our housing survey. Tell us what kind of housing you want. Tell us what kind of needs you have, whether you have children living with you, kapuna, do you need a yard, do you have pets? We're looking for housing solutions that work for you and want to inform both our county, our state, and home builders on the kinds of housing our community is really looking at. And we do have you qualify. It is totally confidential to do this housing survey, except at the very end of the survey, if you want us to let the county and state and home builders know the kind of housing you're interested in, if you want to be on list for housing that comes available that helps meet your needs or helps them shape the kind of housing they build, you can choose to do that. Otherwise, it's completely anonymous. And you share with us where you're living now, where you'd ideally like to live, where you might need to live, near close to work or school, and you tell us all about that. And in addition to that, we're helping the Lahaina Harbor Group. As you know, with the wildfires, Lahaina Harbor has not been open for boat operators, but the state is working on it. And we're working on educating the state, federal, county government, as well as the community on the huge impact harbor, not only on those boat operators, but and their employees and that business, all those businesses that were impacted, but also to the greater community and all the businesses that they worked with and all of the people they employed. And, a great majority of them are unemployed right now until we bring that harbor back. So, local families have deeply been impacted by the loss of the Lahaina operator that operated out of the harbor there with many different varieties of boating operations. So we've got a survey out to help them, they're sharing with us important information to identify the broader economic and community impact that has happened as a result of the loss of the harbors. So if you are a boat operator and we're operating out of Lahaina Harbor, please do the survey again. You can find that very prominently at mauichamber.com. For those of us desperately looking for housing solutions, please visit mauichamber.com. You will find the housing survey there. Okay, so with that, I am so excited to invite Cymbree. Kailiehu has been with us before, but she is back again. It's been a while since we've had her on, so I would love to say, for everybody who is listening in, it is my pleasure to reintroduce the infamous Maui boss babe, Queen Cymbree of the Cymz Creations. Cymbree, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Very well and keeping busy. How are you, Pam?
I am. I know you are a busy woman. That's why I love the boss babe queen. I love that, Cymbree. You rock. You are always very busy. So tell us a little bit about you and Cymz Creations and how you got this business started. For those who are new and haven't heard you on the show before.
Yeah. So welcome. I am Cymbree Kailiehu. I am the owner and founder of Cymz Creations. We have been curating local desserts since 2014. We started working out from our home, in our small little Makua home in a room where we had all of our dry ingredients, refrigerators, freezers. And then once we kind of expanded after taking on some clients and distributing to family and friends, we then turned to using the Lokahi kitchen in Wailuku for many of years with Auntie Elaine, who was so very helpful with us during that time there at Lokahi Kitchen. So we worked out of that shared kitchen for about 3 to 4 years. After then expanding again, taking on more wholesale accounts, we decided, hey, you know what? I think it's time for us to have our own space. And in 2019, we opened up our own brick and mortar, which we are still at. We've been there for 6 years now. We are not open for walk-ins, but we shall be for the day before Thanksgiving and Christmas for walk-ins. Normally, we do kind of like pop-up events there at our shop where we will open to the public. They can come in and pick desserts, create a box for holidays, special holidays, that type of stuff, but not fully open full-time. Maybe in the near future of 2026, that may be happening. But
awesome.
Yeah, lots of events, lots of events you can find us at, and wholesale accounts and partner accounts as well too. So yeah,
I love it. I just to watch the amazing and steady growth that you have had has been really tremendous. You folks have just done such a phenomenal job of not only building but marketing and promoting your company, but also developing new products. You've also developed so many amazing new products, and you started working with ube really early on, as before the trend was really ramping up. Tell us a little bit about what you make and all the different kinds of products you have.
Yeah, so we are the original creators of ube chantilly. So ube, if some of you don't know, some do like to misconstrue it with Okinawan sweet potato. They do like to, think that it's taro, which these are all different roots. So the Filipino have their own Filipino yam. That's their ube. That's their yam. That's their root. So it's all different. They're different colors. The root itself is really dark. So all of them are different flavors, different textures, different ethnicities, and all of that. So be it. But ube is a profound dessert that we, in some combination, mixed with chantilly. So we have a ube chantilly tart, which is, we call it our perp shots. It's kind of like purple for short, and it's a one shot. So it's a one shot, in your mouth, you throw it, you eat it, and it's, that's why it's called the perp shot. So it's a ube chantilly tart. We make that in-house. It's a shortbread crust. We have a machine that we hand press it in-house. So it's 100% made from scratch, from the outside to the inside, everything in that. And as far as tartlets, we do make other, tartlets as well, lilikoi, guava, kula, strawberry. So we infuse locally grown products here from local farmers and growers on the island, incorporated into our desserts. So we use only fresh fruit. We don't use any essence. We don't use any fillers. We try to stray away from that as far as our, desserts. So we offer tartlets, chantilly tartlets, cupcakes, parfait cups, different variety of cookies. We do cakes such as letter cakes, number cake, round cakes, heart cakes. We've even made a surfboard cake a few years ago that a customer requested, even a plumeria cake. So I am not the, best person with cakes. I'll try to make their requests and kind of make do with what I can, because cakes are kind of like not my niche, but I've kind of gotten into it from requests of clients. So, I do it to the best of my knowledge that I can do my way, my style. So, it's always just revolving into other new things, and Oreo truffles and, fan favorites and things like that. So the list kind of goes on and on and on. Pumpkin crunch, ube crunch. So yeah, lots of goodies for everyone, and a different flavor for everyone to enjoy for sure.
Oh my gosh, I'm just always so amazed. And I love that you are so responsive to your customers' interests and needs. I think that it's phenomenal. And every time I'm at an event that you folks have provided products for, have done catering for, the array and the beauty of the display is mind-blowing. I mean, the way that you have all of these amazing products and you lay it out, it's just tremendous. I mean, you just feel like you're in heaven. All these fabulous things to choose from that come from locally grown, healthy products, yet they're desserts and they're stunning.
Yes, definitely. We love catering. We love doing events. We love doing weddings. We do heavy wedding catering, dessert offerings for weddings. So yeah, if you have something coming up for the holidays, we are actually booked October and November already. So we are taking bookings for December 2025 and going on into the new year of 2026. So if you have a corporate event, a wedding, even off island possibly, if you need that, because we do attend events off island as well too. We have one coming up this week. It's going to be at a beach in Waikiki. It's called the Magical Boo Bash. So we will be there October 25th and 26th. It's a 2-day event. So it's everything Disney inspired that we will be going up to Oahu for 2 days this upcoming weekend. So we do off-island events as well too. So if there's any interest in that area, please keep us in mind. We'd love to come and pop up, or even do any type of catering or event needs that you may have to off-island.
I absolutely love that. So tell us a little bit about, you're going to be at the Maui County Festival. Tell us a little bit about your... I know, we're so excited. We are always excited to have you back. Tell us what booth number you're at, and tell us a little bit about how people can find you there, and what that festival means to you.
Yes, so I believe we are going to be in booth number 605. So if you are looking at the map coming into the map for that Made in Maui Festival, we are going to be near alongside the walkway, but kind of off to the left in the artesian room. So we call it a artesian room. So you can find other local makers and artists in that area. So please don't skimp out and forget to hit that room, because you know what? There's hidden gems in that room that you might miss. And there is holiday season coming up. You might find the perfect gift for somebody. You might find our sweets and treats and something you might like to enjoy for the weekend. So don't miss that room. Definitely for Made in Maui, Friday and Saturday, November 7th and 8th. And we will be posting things coming up for that event, probably like the ending of October, going into November. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And our Instagram is Cymz with a Z. underscore sweet underscore creation. So KRE, the number 8, TIONZ. You can find us on social media. You can find us on Google Maps, Google reviews. You can read, what clients' feedback, what they had to say about us, or an order we did for them, or, anything in relation to that. So we are kind of heavy on the social all over the place, where you can find us and read articles about us, and click the link in our bio in our Instagram too to see all the links that we have there about us, and read about us and articles that we've done over the years. Yeah.
Yeah, it is amazing. And also, I just want for people listening in, it's CYMZ. So Sim is CYMZ. Cymz, Sweet, SWEET, and then Creations, KRE, the number 8, TIONZ again. So
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I want everybody to get a hold of you because you rock. You and your team are amazing. I'm just always blown away by everything you do. The social presence is phenomenal, and you're making amazing things happen. So, Booth 605, yes. I'm curious why you chose that room. Is it because of it's better for your product?
Yeah. So, I mean, I could go outside where there's a lot more visibility as far as the tent or the walkway, but we like that room because it's definitely for our products. So, we get to keep our products, since we have chilled and cold items. We have a refrigerator that we kind of, industrial commercial refrigerator we bring in. We keep all of our cold stuff in there. We're not doing any coolers and ice packs. This event for us is kind of like more an upscale. So we have to make sure that our products stick to temperature for when we are serving our customers. That's super important for us as far as doing any cold stuff. So if you're doing any type of desserts or any of that, it's always important to make sure that you're keeping the utmost standards of, Department of Health temperatures and all of that. So we like that room too. Because one, it has an AC, has a restroom. We can keep our items in there. The room is locked. There's a lot of plus sides to that room, pros and cons, of being in that room versus like outside. So we kind of like it in there, and we're all like a little hui and ohana because it's kind of like mostly the same vendors that are in there. Like this is going to be our 3rd year attending, but we kind of just all hui up in there and laugh and just have a good time in that room. It's like we're a family for that 2 days, all of us in there, so it's nice.
It is, and it brings up why people, there's so many different parts of the festival that people can choose from. They can choose the arcade, which are just tables, or they can have a full, a tent, and they can have it outside or outer lawn or in the middle. And then we have the 2 rooms. And so I always ask why people choose the rooms, just because, I want people to know, as you shared, go to the rooms, visit the rooms, because you're going to find amazing vendors in those rooms. But there are different advantages for different types of booths. So it's great to hear that. Well, we are so excited to have you back, Cymbree. Thank you so much for joining us. You've got phenomenal products. It's going to be a great show. Again, everybody listening, it's November 7th and 8th, the Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival. It's coming up. So get ready. We can have you join us on Friday the 7th, or for the exclusive shopping day, or Saturday the 8th, all day. Gates open at 8 a.m. and Cymbree's going to be there and ready. So come in early, get your product, get your goodies.
Come in early. Come in early.
Come in early, because things do sell out, don't they?
Yes, they do. I think we sold out of like 2 products last year really early. So come early, come grab your goodies, come, make sure if you can bring your own reusable bag, great, but don't worry, because we are going to be releasing a pretty big bag that is popular. So stay tuned for that. And get ready to put all your things in that big bag that we will have to offer. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing all of you folks. Thank you for having me on the show again. I really appreciate all the assistance, help, and support, and all the feedback. I love it so much, and it keeps me thriving, and it keeps me going, because for small businesses, it's not, easy at this current time, and it hasn't been, kind of for the past few years since COVID. So we're all just kind of navigating through it all, with tariffs and all of the things that are to come or that's happening. So, it's really hard. Support your local makers, support your small businesses, love on them, post about them, share their stories, sharing and leaving a comment and, sharing their stories, sharing their page. All of that is all for free. You don't have to, pay to do that. So it helps us a lot, really a lot.
That's right. Very well said. That and very important. Yeah, show them the love because folks, they're working hard and they're doing everything they can to circulate their money in Maui County to support other industries, and they work so hard together to just uplift each other. So show them that love and always, every day, all the time you can, because these are businesses we treasure and we want them here and we want them to thrive. So help them do that. Cymbree, so great to have you on the show. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you there again this year in booth 605.
Yes, see you there. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Aloha.
Thank you. You too. Aloha. All right. Well, this is going to be such a phenomenal time. I hope everybody's gearing up again. It's the 12th annual Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival on November 7th on Friday and Saturday, November 8th, which is our big festival day. The gates open at 8, but people start lining up early because the first 2,000 in the door receive a free festival tote. Certainly helps with your shopping. And again, people understand because there's big crowds. And of course, we have our vendors. They stay all day. If you sell out, they sell out, but they're not allowed to leave because they're there to promote their company. They're there to promote their products. So vendors are not actually allowed to leave the show, even if they sell out. Everybody stays, and they're there to educate and inform you about their amazing products and how you can really enjoy those different products and find the products that work for you. It's a great show to get all of your holiday gifting done. And so we hope you'll join us. So our next guest is Stephanie Rodgers. The Whispering Dragonfly is her amazing company. Stephanie is the founder and an alchemist at Whispering Dragonfly Wellness. She makes hand-picked small batch noni leaf skincare in ways taught to her by her kahuna. By trade, she is a master practitioner of neurolinguistics programming. Imagine that. And a licensed massage therapist whose passion is to help others be mentally, physically, and emotionally and spiritually well. So she has brought all of that experience into creating her amazing products at Whispering Dragonfly Wellness. So, Stephanie, are you on?
I am. Aloha.
Aloha. So great to have you on the show this morning. Welcome.
Thank you. Mahalo for having me on the show.
You're very welcome. This is such an amazing company. Your experience is very diverse, and love to hear how you got into Whispering Dragonfly Wellness. Tell us a little bit about how the company got started.
Yeah, thank you. So I was invited to live with my bloodline uncle, who's also my kahuna in a heiau, to be his end-of-life care. And he always wanted me to do the noni leaf products because I would lomi him, and he wanted me to continue that on once he had passed. So he has made his hala. And so in that, I was grieving, and one of my friends heard me tell the stories over and over again about the noni leaf. And without saying anything, he actually planted many trees from seed. And
wow.
he told me about it later and then invited me to start the company because he's like, it's yours to do, but you just weren't in the mindset yet to be able to bring this out to the world, but you've told me over and over again. And so that is how we started to continue what I've learned from Uncle and to add my own flair into the business.
Well, and I'm so excited to hear about this. And years ago, of course, we had some interesting noni companies very early on who saw the health and wellness of noni and created some interesting and unique products, different juices and things. But I love hearing that you also are really focused on the benefits of the noni leaf. Tell us a little bit about that and what the benefits are of noni and the noni leaf and how you're using the noni leaf.
Yeah, so what's funny is Uncle's family line uses the leaf, not really the fruit. So I don't know anything about the fruit, but the leaf. So noni was one of 12 canoe plants that came to the Hawaiian Islands, and it was the only one for medicinal purposes. And so it treats 40 plus ailments. So the benefit of the noni leaf, it is an antioxidant, it's antifungal, antibacterial naturally. And then it also is a cellular regenerator. So it'll go into what is out of alignment in the cell and repair that. So it can be used, as I market it, as skincare, because of course we all want to look youthful and beautiful. But it's also used to treat burns, wounds, muscle aches and pains. Traditionally, it was made into a tea to eradicate cysts and cancer. It was also used to treat diabetes. It helps with the insulin levels and weight loss. And so those were some of the traditional ways that noni leaf is used. And if you have the leaf on, it actually, you can put it on your body and it'll take away sprains and strains as well.
Wow, amazing. Okay, well, I have a foot sprain right now.
Get the oil on there.
That would be a huge help.
Yes.
I'm about to go to PT.
Indeed.
I've been struggling with it for a while. So
I will get you some noni leaf, sister. We'll get you. We'll get you back up.
Oh, yeah. I'm calling you after the show. That's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But thank you. What a wide array. I mean, I'm just blown away when you think about this. I mean, it's a product that can impact so many different things in your body. And it's interesting to hear. Well, we had 12 canoe plants brought in, but really that was the only medicinal one brought in, which I think is fascinating. So tell us about now. You mentioned skincare, but tell us about what are some of the popular things people are purchasing, and tell us a little bit more about the product line and how they're being used in different ways.
Yeah, so I make the noni leaf remedy is the base of everything that I make. And so that is used as skincare, but people are using it on the body for actual aches and pains and for sores and burns and sunburn. And so I also have the Royal Treatment collection, and the Royal Treatment is the noni leaf remedy as the base. And we infuse local macadamia nut oil that is grown here on Maui and pressed on Kauai, and then local sunflower oil, same thing, same company. And so, and those have benefits as well. So it's really going to make your skin amazing. As well as the Royal Treatment has Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, Blue Lotus, and Vanilla. And so a healthy human body vibrates between 65 megahertz and 72 megahertz. Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood vibrates at 92 megahertz. It was once used only by the Ali'i and the Kahunas because it opens up new dimensions. It helps to raise your frequency. So in addition to it being beautiful for your skin, it actually raises and elevates your mood. It can be used in meditation. It can be used to open the crown chakra and your root chakra so that you're grounded while you navigate. Spirit, Blue Lotus, was used by the Egyptians to access their gods as well. And vanilla just reminds you of being a child in home, and it makes a beautiful smell. We also make 2 different mists as well. So we have the Royal Treatment Mist and a Maui Lokalani Mist. And the Maui Lokalani Mist has the Royal Treatment and the oil, and I steam distill by hand Hawaiian water. And then we put the Lokalani, which is Maui's flower.
Yes.
And that vibrates at 320 megahertz. So you can imagine it's used to treat depression. It's used to raise you up out of, any maybe unuseful patterns. And it also, as a mist, will take redness out of the skin, and it sets your pores after you've cleansed with the oils. So all beautiful benefits. We also make a beef tallow that is a noni leaf whipped beef tallow, also the moisturizing, but it has the healing agents of the noni leaf in it as well.
All of these sound amazing. And I love the education behind it, because so many of us, this is the first time I've ever heard anybody talk about the megahertz that your body operates at, and how elevating that megahertz level changes, both how changes your system, your health and wellness, but changes your mood. Absolutely phenomenal. I'm so excited to learn more. I'm really fascinated by all of this. It's really tremendous. As I'm sitting here listening to this, I'm thinking, okay, this isn't anything I've really ever heard before. And at first, I've never really heard anybody. I mean, obviously, you learned so much from your uncle, who was your kahuna. I mean, to take all of that, as well as your personal experience and history, to bring that all together and to be sharing that with people is such a treasure. And again, a different methodology for healing than many of us are used to, and such an important thing to learn and understand more about, and using natural practices for health and healing, and healing our spirit as well is really exciting to learn more about. So all of these products are going to be available. Do you know what booth you're in at the Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival this year?
I do. It's 704. So we're in the arcade section underneath the covering there.
Yes. No, we're so excited that you're there. This is your first time. We're thrilled to have you as a first-time vendor participating in the festival this year. So, and we always tell people there's always room for new vendors. It's a juried show, so we're picking the best of the best products. We have a team of community people who do that, and they judge. We have different teams for judging different categories of products. The chamber does not do that. We have business people and business, small business, not only practitioners, but small business experts and, community members who help judge these different products. So this is your first year. Tell us about what you're hoping to get out of participating this year in the festival.
Gosh, I'm just really excited. My friend actually asked me 3 or 4 times to apply, and I was so nervous because I just was like, well, I don't know if they would choose me. So I am so excited to get the experience. And the main thing is I'm excited to get the noni products onto people, because we're really kind of changing the paradigm of how we treat our body, our skin. Our skin is the biggest organ that we have. And so putting on hand-picked items that each leaf has given consent to become medicine. So it's actually alive and doing something for you. So I love that we're putting living things on, and it's such a beautiful opportunity to get it to more people, because it's not, that useful if it's just on me, or my small group there. So I'm just so happy that our noni allies are finding their homes and the people that they want to serve.
Yeah, this is really exciting to me. I'm just blown away by all of it. And, again, I mostly the noni products that I've seen before have been things that juices. Sometimes I've seen a salve, but it was more about the fruit. So this is the first time I'm really hearing about using the noni leaves in products, healing products. So I'm just blown away. Now, we want everybody to join you, of course, at this year's 12th Annual Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival, but we also want them to be able to find you each and every day. So how can they help support your business and their healing by learning more about noni and the tremendous health benefits? Where can they get a hold of you and the different products?
Absolutely. A few things. You can go to my website, which is www.whisperingdragonfly.com. You can find me on Instagram, though I'm not a super social media genius. But Instagram is at Whispering Dragonfly Wellness. And then we are at Alive and Well in Maui, in Kahului as well. So those are the areas right now that you can find us. And I am happy to connect with you.
Thank you. I'm excited to connect with you, and I'm excited to have you connect with others as well, because again, don't wait, especially if you're dealing with something right now that this product can help you with. Don't wait, because prevention and early healing is what's so important. And recently you mentioned strains, and recently somebody said, and I did this myself, so the injuries lasted longer than it should have. But people keep saying, the longer you wait, don't take care of your body, the worse it gets. So, if you've got something you're dealing with, please reach out to Stephanie and at the Whispering Dragonfly. Please reach out to her, because she's got solutions, and we're all learning so much about new things that can greatly enhance our health. Well, Stephanie, we are so thrilled to have you in this year's festival and to have you on the show. Thank you so much for sharing with us this morning and educating us on your products and just healing practices.
Yeah, you're welcome, and mahalo for having me. I'm really honored to be able to be on the show today.
It's our great pleasure. Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and I will be calling you soon.
Okay, awesome. Aloha.
Aloha. Well, for everybody joining us this morning, I hope you had a great education like I did. This was tremendous, and I am super excited. So just want to thank you all for joining us this morning. It has been an amazing day, and I hope we will see you all at the 12th Annual Hawaiian Airlines Made in Maui County Festival on November 7th and 8th. But in the meantime, just always remember, shop small, shop local, support all of the amazing manufacturers in our community who are working hard to create tremendous products that you will love and enjoy. It's a great time to unite together at the festival and every day, and always. And take care of your health. That's all we have for today. Join us again next Tuesday. And in the meantime, blessings and aloha for a beautiful Maui week. Mahui ho.